Of course, we're looking at the stern of the sub. You'll have other pictures to show you that the propeller is in the nozzle for safety and efficiency. I've added another rudder at the end of the nozzle for close quarter maneuvering. As we go forward, these are your depth lines, which are very accurate. They help you trim the boat. They're very accurate. That's what I go by. In this, remembering that the diesel engine is always underwater. So in here is a double check valve muffler, which is another redundant system for water backing up. There's what's in here. There's those two exhaust valves to close. This is the snorkel with the intake here. It has a running lights and your 3-second flash that signifies it as a submarine. Remembering, again, there's a valve at the end of that. If you're going deeper than 10 feet, that valve has to be closed so you don't draw water in. This is the dive plane, the main forward dive plane. This is the periscope. This is the little camera looking aft. Again, with the scope raised and the snorkel raised, it allows me in the winter when I go duck hunting to run rougher water, so no water comes in. This hole right here, you saw it in the video. That's the vent for the forward ballast tank. These are started as lifting rings. It's not meant to be lifted by them. They're more like just mooring devices now. All the port lights, the portholes are an inch and a quarter thick. It's a 1-inch Lexan with a 1/4-inch safety glass laminated on either side. So it's easy to clean without worrying about scratching the Lexan. That's a total 1-inch thick for that. We're at the bow now, looking down. You may be able to see the floodlights on either side of the forward-looking camera. The power's still on at the sub. You see the red and green light in there indicating that the camera's on for the periscope. If you come, I don't know if you want to get close, you could even actually take a picture of the little camera right in there if you wanted to. This is the same camera that we have at the periscope, forward looking. That raises, that's a 10-foot piece of stainless steel pipe. It raises a good 7 feet. The snorkel and the periscope raise a good 7 feet.
Perfect. You want to talk about coming out of this thing? This is coming. This is climbing back up. It's kind of hard to get.
I'm going to show forward because there's more stuff forward to look at. That's another set of controls to run the diesel engine. You can step on those steps and be out of the sub to your chest and operate the submarine. You have to be down at the main helm to flood the tanks.
Climbing out.
Go with the inside and close it up.
Yeah, I think so. Tell me now with all these. Let's start over here.
So you're going to pan from that around. This is the, you tell me. Tell me when.
I'm ready.
What we're looking at is the periscope. To the right it is the forward-looking monitor. This is the main helm area. The whole sub can be operated from this seat, from this area by one man. There's no modern electronics or anything. They're all valves. Very simply, these two white valves are the vents for diving. You'll see some, if we look over here, you see there's a blue valve and another blue gate valve there. That's your intake vents. There's two of everything. It's redundant. This gray valve is the exhaust 1 valve. Number 2 is behind the helm. These are all the air hoses that go to control the blow. We can blow the tanks also from up on the bridge, the con.
What about this right here?
Right there, this of course is the control for the engine. Right below it, there's a emergency air tank for breathing if necessary. It could be additionally bumped into the ballast blow to get a quicker blow or in an emergency if the compressor's out of air. There are redundant features. This is the con looking up. There's a hole. It could also be steered and operated standing on those steps, standing out of the con and calm water.
Perfect. Explain this part to me right here.
This is a controller that right now, see the middle one is in a 12-volt position. It's always in that position for trickle charging the batteries. This gets all the power from the 3 batteries. If you see this, so that's forward and reverse. Okay, so that's how that's operated. Actually,
Let me just get all this.
are you getting that? Most everything on this, these are the forward monitors, the periscope. The periscope has one camera looking forward and one camera looking aft. So you limit it in the turning radius because of the aft camera, you do have a full view. Looking back there, this line is the fuel line.
Good.
That black thing, that's the uplift buffer. That's part of the exhaust system.
What are we looking at over here?
What we're looking at here is the indicator for the forward dive plane, the aft horizontal planes. These are, everything's mechanical on this boat. These, if you see, show the identical angle that the planes are at. See the surface. This is the diving planes on the con. And these are necessary to control the dive. We always try to keep it on a level keel for optimum performance. We make a note of those angles as we dive and try to always go back to them. For a boat.
This is the bow. This is the bunk area. Tell me about the front, this part here, Dad.
Now we're at the very, very bow of the submarine, which is 28 feet long. There's 3 port lights looking down. In the center, there's a camera, which you can view on a monitor at the main helm. To the left and right are just simply floodlights. Explain that. Right now, you're actually laying on the forward ballast tank.
Yes, I'm laying on the forward ballast tank. Now I'm moving back.
As you back up, the thing to the left of you is the fuel tank.
Microwave, bunk.
This vertical pipe there, that's the vent for the forward ballast tank. This is the power of the inverter for all the onboard power.
These are the batteries?
There's 3 120 amp batteries. You can open that little thing. This, of course, is the periscope, the mechanism for the periscope. For me on the Jersey Shore, the periscope and the snorkel are important because you have to keep the hatch closed. There's very little freeboard. It enables you to run the boat on the surface and choppy water and still utilize the diesel power to get to and from your dive site.
Perfect. What are we looking at now?
Now we're still looking aft over the top of the 4-cylinder diesel engine, 85 horsepower engine.
What is this pipe that we're looking at?
The motor is actually mounted on the stern ballast tank. That's the vent to let the air out to submerge. That valve above is closed. The compressor forward of that will pump the air in through that yellow, and that's what gets the water back out of the thing to surface. Now to the right of it right there, that brown thing is just simply a dehumidifier that keeps the inside nice and dry. There's no mold, no rust or anything. That's all that does. This is a heater for the winter, so I don't have to winterize the engine. This is the main exhaust valve. Everything is redundant. There's 2 valves. This is exhaust number 1 valve. At the helm, there's another, this valve turning.
Okay.
That's the secondary valve. They both have to be closed to submerge.
What's this?
This is the air compressor for blowing the air out of the ballast tanks. It has just enough capacity to make 2 surfacings. When you surface, after 2 surfacings, you have to start running the diesel engine to pump it back up again. You have to be on the surface for that.
And what's this whole thing?
This is I can't actuate it from here. This is the snorkel that goes up that has the running lights and the flashing orange. This has the capability in rough water to run in a heavy sea with the diesel engine running and not take on water. That's why I put a snorkel in.
Just recap, this is the stern of the submarine.
Looking aft.
Looking aft. We're moving on after this.
Motor that drives off the three 120 amp batteries, which are forward.
All right, now we're moving back.
This is it. This is what we need.
Hold on. I'm moving back.
I wasn't even in the sub 30 seconds when I heard your voice.
I know. It's fine. I'm just. This is the motor. I'm still moving back.
Take a picture over the top of the engine.
I'm working on it.
Is this still plugged in? What kind of goddamn light is this?
Okay, we are starting at the stern of the Submarine. Tell me what we're looking at right here, Dad.
You're looking at the assembly, the actuators for the horizontal dive planes and the vertical port and starboard rudder.